Hey, what is up, guys? It's Josh here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Super Mario Power-Up clones. And what I mean by this is how there are different power-ups in the Mario games, and most of them have been cloned into a different type of power-up. Now, before we move on, I am going to set a couple of ground rules right here real fast. I'll only be going over the ones that are pretty obvious, and some power-ups like the Super Acorn will not be included. Anyways, let's get into it with the mushroom right there. The mushroom power-up has been cloned in many different ways. First of which I will talk about the poison mushroom. Well, I got the Super Acorn. But because I have the Super Acorn right now, before we continue on, let me just explain that I will not be talking about the Super Acorn as a clone, because in my opinion, it is a hybrid of two different types of power-ups, which would be the Super Cape and Tanuki Leaf. Now, with that being said, the Mushroom Power-Up is a power-up that helps Mario get bigger and stronger, and the Poison Mushroom is literally the exact opposite of it. But it's the same concept, just reverted. It's pretty much a cloned power-up, and honestly, it's a power-down other than a power-up. Another version of this is the Mini Mushroom, which I will show off in a second. Whereas, it's not really a power-up, it's more of a power-down, and makes you weaker and more invulnerable to attacks from enemies. That being said, the Poison Mushroom literally reverts you back to Mini Mario. I mean, not Mini Mario, but normal small Mario. Well, as the Mini Mushroom turns you completely mini. So there is a difference in that, right? We're going to take some damage, and we're going to equip the Mini Mushroom next. I think you guys all know what the Mini Mushroom does, but I do want to have some gameplay for it. Oh crap. Mario, I needed you to stop moving. And we're going to equip the Mini Mushroom next, and oh crap, the camera there. I don't know how the heck it messed up. But anyways, we're going to take a power down into this stage right here. Ooh, this is a bad stage to go. And actually, sorry, that's a bad stage to go into. This isn't really that good either, but it's better. Basically, Mario is able to jump higher, and hold on. He's able to jump higher than normal, is able to run up walls, as you can see there, but I die because I'm super mini. And that's the thing. You die almost immediately. Now, I saved my propeller mushroom just for this video. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay of the rare propeller mushroom in this game. And then we have the propeller mushroom, which actually... Also, the mini mushroom allows you to run on water, but there was no water in this stage. Sorry about that. Now, personally, the propeller mushroom is one of my favorite power-ups of all time. And it really does deserve to be a power-up, as it's a very overpowered power-up as well. It really does deserve it. But because it's another mushroom, I have to put it in with the cloned mushrooms, because that's practically what it is. In any case, though, it's not a bad power-up, and none of these are bad power-ups except for the Mini and Poison Mushroom that I just went over. No, you're not taking my propeller away. But this power-up is really good. And I think there's one other power-up that's a mushroom that I forgot to go over. that might not be in this game, which would be the boo mushroom. I can't remember if it was a mushroom or a flower. I think it was a mushroom. Basically, it turns you into a boo. But still same concept, just giving you a slight power boost. Most of these power-ups are pretty similar together because, of course, they're mushroom power-ups. But I don't really count the boo mushroom as it completely changes your form. With the propeller mushroom, your abilities are just changed slightly. And the mini and mega and poison mushrooms are literally just downgrades. The mega mushroom is honestly the most obvious clone, as it doesn't just make you bigger and stronger, it makes you bigger than the entire stage itself. And the mega mushroom is not in this game, so I have no gameplay for that. But that is the next mushroom, of course, as the mega mushroom basically turns you into a giant Mario, whereas the mini mushroom turns you into mini. And poison just reverts you back to whatever. It's just poisonous. It's harmful to you. It's harmful to you. Ah, great. The next power-ups I'm going to talk about are the flower power-ups. Now, these are pretty obvious, as the first power-up we ever got in a Mario game. What? Was this? The fire flower. Oh, that really hurt, getting rid of that propeller mushroom. It's just so overpowered. The fire flower, it was the original power-up where you can shoot fireballs out of your hands. It's very simple, very easy to use, and it's just nice to have on hand a lot of the time, as you can shoot projectiles at your enemies and not have to get too close. It also works on Bowser. Like, you can finish the Bowser boss with fire flowers. At least most of the time you can, so that's nice too. Also, fire flowers are pretty essential for, like, runs where you're trying to not collect a coin. Check out Nico BBQ's channel. I love those challenges. Anyways, essentially this power-up was just simplistic, but worked. That's why it was in the first Mario game, and it has just continued to be here. In my opinion, it should always be in a Mario game no matter what, regardless, in some type of way, shape, or form. There should always be some type of fire-like power-up. Like in Mario Odyssey, you can take control of the Fire Bros. That works for me. It just needs to be there at all times. It's just the best one. But in any case, you guys know what the clone is. It's the Ice Flower. Now, we'll get to it in a minute because there's another clone. And of course, let me say this right now. This is a part 1 to a 2-part series where I will be going over the rest of the power-ups that are not in this game, because 3D World does come out in February. So, I cannot wait for that. And that's when I'll probably do part 2, showing off the rest of the power-ups that I speak of in this video. But the Ice Flower is obviously just the opposite to the Fire Flower, except it still harms enemies, but it freezes them instead of just burning them and taking them off of the screen, which can actually be pretty useful. Eventually they will break out of your ice, so you do have to freeze them again. But it's still very useful. I have so many super acorns. I'm going to show off a little bit of gameplay of the Ice Flower as well, if I can find one. The reason I'm playing through these full stages, though, is simply because to get the gameplay and to keep the item, I have to play through the stage. Oh, kidding me. Are you kidding me? Dude, what? Whatever. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so hold on. Let me go get an Ice Flower real fast. I'm really getting mad right now. Oh! Wow. Now it's gonna lift up. What? What? There. Alright, so essentially this is what it does. Freezes enemies. Pretty simple. But this becomes useful because you can throw those enemies at other enemies and take them out in succession. It makes for a really useful item, which is why, like I said before, these items are really useful. They're just obvious clones, and that's what I kind of don't like about them, but they're still useful and cool. As the Ice Flower is actually one of my favorite power-ups, it's still also one of my least favorites at the same time, because the penguin suit also shoots ice balls, which I consider that a clone of this item. It's basically a cloned better version of the Ice Flower, where you can have better swimming and ice powers. It's pretty cool overall, but I feel like the penguin suit is literally just a clone of this one, which is a clone of another one. It's just annoying, to me personally. If you don't think so, it's cool and whatnot, but whatever. Another power-up that's pretty obvious that it's a clone is the Tanuki and Cat suit, but we'll get to that in another video. Most of these I've already covered that are clones of each other. As like I said, the Super Acorn, I almost said it was going to be a Tanuki leaf type of, power-up. But in my opinion, it's kind of like a mixture of the Super Cape as well. Maybe that's just me, because I say it because, you can, like, soar up into the air with another button. Like with the Super Cape, there was another button where you could just hit it, and you would just soar up into the air, instead of just gliding. But, I digress. In any case, Boom Boom is dead. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I think that's honestly... Oh, I'm not done. I am so not done. Here we go. Another item that has clones is the Star Power-Up. Now, the Star Power-Up was actually... Now that I think about it, the Fire Flower was not the only power-up. Now, I said that because it was the only normal power-up, besides the Star and Mushroom, which, just do normal stuff for you. The Fire Flower was the one that mainly did most of the work. Now, of course, I can't keep the Star throughout the whole level, so I'll just play with the Fire Flower. In any case, though, the Star Power-Up has had its fair share of clones with the gold Tanuki suits, and there's also going to be a new, the white Tanuki suit. I call it the gold Tanuki because it sounds cooler. And then there's also going to be a white/gold cat suit with the new amiibos that are coming out for 3D World. So that's going to also be a clone. Basically, those are just better versions of the Star, in my personal opinion. The reason I say that is simply because it makes you invincible, and it's just kind of fun to use. And also, you keep your invincibility throughout the entire stage rather than parts of it. Which is probably the biggest thing about that. It's just that with the Star Power-Up, you just keep it for a certain amount of time. While as the Gold Tanuki suit, you keep it for the entire stage until you're done. Which, in all honesty, I feel like 3D World really doesn't need it, but whatever. I like it being in the game, though. It's sometimes funny to use, because you just ran through everything. In any case, though, that pretty much wraps it up, as, the Star Power-Up, in my opinion, also has its own fair share of clones. I don't think there's any other... Oh, wait. Yeah, you guys know about this character who got added to this game, right? And you guys know about this thing that got added to this game, right? Well, yeah, we're gonna nitpick that, too. We're gonna nitpick this, too. I feel stupid right now because I could have just went that way, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to do a different type of stage. But in any case, here's the thing. The Super Crown is a clone of the Super Acorn. Only difference, I would say, you glide longer, you glide slower. You have basically, whenever you're falling down a pit, it immediately soars for you. Toadette puts more time on the clock. I have no idea what else to say about that. In all honesty, I like using Toadette's other, Toadette with the other power-ups in the game. Using her just with the Peachette crown is honestly kind of annoying sometimes. And I'm not lying either. Now, it offered some stuff, but it really just there. Like, it was just the Super Acorn, but better. And that was really it. Ooh. Wow. Okay. But that's my thing. It was just a better Super Acorn. So I really don't understand why it was even added to this game. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. The reason this game probably sold well on the Switch is because people didn't have the Wii U. Like, I know good and well I didn't have the Wii U, but I played most of the games because I had friends who had the Wii U. And that was the only reason I got to experience some of these games. In fact, the main reason I got this one was because I didn't actually get to play this one on the Wii U. But playing it, it's kind of like, it's fun. But after you're done, it's just there. In any case, though, that actually wraps it up, though, as the Super Crown was the last one I wanted to go over as a rip-off of the Super Acorn. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. As when 3D World comes out, I will be going over this topic again, of course. But yeah, that wraps it up. So thanks for watching, and peace out.